technical difficulties again here, something with Facebook rules, but we'll just plug our way through and hopefully we get on and everyone's on there. So, we'll see what happens. I reckon we're breaking guidelines. I've been doing this for 2 years now. So we'll continue to work. I'm still trying to get Shane logged in as well from his end. He will continue to punch away there and get logged in as soon as he can. So I'll just keep killing the time here. G'day, Danny. G'day, Elyon. G'day, Nigel. Hey, give us a thumbs up or a comment or whatever you want to say. Keep me entertained for a little while we're waiting for Shane to log in. Don't forget the postcode prize tonight, like we did last week. Harry's going to jumble a word up in the comments. So you look for Harry Goldie's comments. He'll jumble a word up this week. And we won't go the first person, but Harry's going to go through the correct winners of that and choose somebody out that gets the right word to do Harry's wheel. So that would be really cool. And, of course, the postcode prize is also out there. And, yeah, somebody can win the postcode. Harry picks somebody at random for the postcode prize as we go on. Nigel, yeah, look, for you guys in Melbourne, look, I really am feeling sorry for anyone that's in Melbourne. That's for sure. This lockdown has just gone on far too long for you guys and girls down there. Unfortunately, work's been, once we open up, work's been busy, so I haven't got on the water a lot. But getting on the water was one hell of a relief mentally for me. So I was really looking forward to a couple more trips. But we've had this cold snap, as everyone this end of Victoria would know, that it's just absolutely freezing and shitty weather. All right, I'm just checking to see what we've got. We've got plenty of people on, which is really, really cool. Once we get Shane on, once we get Shane logged in, he's just working away in the background, trying to get logged in. We will basically talk about Central Victorian lure casters. We're going to talk about their big major raffle that they've got going on as well, which is a really cool bluefin boat with a Mercury package on a trailer. We'll show you that later on. As I said, I'm killing time here. Yeah, need a tequila. Thanks, Scotty. Yeah, it's a bit like that. You can't run these things without having a few little technical issues. But the main reason we're coming to an end of season 2, we will open up season 3 towards the end of the year. I do want to get a couple of weeks off because it does take a lot of time to punch into the show, and I just want to have a few weeks off. Once the lockdown's finished, I can get out and do some fishing myself. But to close this season out, of course, we're going to crown the Jnr Ambasdoor brand ambassador. And last week we had our first interview, young 15-year-old Marcus come on, did an interview, and it was absolutely magic. He went for 25, 30 minutes and answered all the questions that I drilled him with. And it was just a breath of fresh air to see, some of these young kids coming through that aren't all about me, and really showing, there are still some really good kids out there. And it's been really great. Normally when you put out sponsorship type stuff for you're giving people stuff. And in this case, we're giving them a boat. That it's all about, I can put one photo up on Instagram or I can put one photo up on Facebook and I want a free boat. Well, there you go. Elyon's already in there asking. So Elyon is our guest tonight. We pre-recorded an interview during the week, and I will punch that on in a minute and we'll listen to Elyon talk. But it was really another kid that's just wonderful to talk to, out there trying to teach other people his own age to fish, and of course thirst for knowledge. So if I can impart some knowledge to anyone, I'm happy to do that. And with guys like Elyon, it's been great to finally catch up and have a chat to him. Yeah, Nigel, Hume is going over, and they are catching some cracking trout downstream. Just for anyone that is going below the wall of Hume, just remember that there is that 130-metre exclusion zone that you can't get right up. But in that real running water out there, they're catching some trophy trout. That's all on Facebook. All the Albury Wodonga Facebook pages are all loaded up with nice 8 and 10 pound trout. So they're catching a lot of trout downstream, but the dam itself is fired up. The redfin have just been going off all year, and you really, if you find them, once again, if you find them, then you'll catch them, and the hard part is finding them. And I've seen young Connor Hare and that out during the week, and they were braining some yellers as well. So it's good to see those spring yellers come on as well. So we're still looking for Shane to log in. But while we do, what I might do is just show you, for anyone that is looking at the prize vote, I'll bring it up on the screen for you. All right, so this is the prize boat for the Central Victorian Lure-Cast. It's a cracking-looking boat. It's a bluefin scoundrel with a mercury package on the back, and that's the prize boat. They're $10 tickets. What you need to do is basically contact Central Victorian Lure-Casters on their Facebook page, and get as many tickets as you want in that. But it's a cracking boat. I've got some photos here. So it is a bluefin scoundrel mercury package. Regal Marine have set it all up on a trailer. It's ready to go. It's a second place is the Lowrance and the Haswing electric motor as well in that. So some really cool boats set up. If you're interested in tickets, all you need to do is send a message to the Central Victorian Lure-Casters Facebook page and go through the links there. We need to support these guys. Any of these tournament directors have been out there doing it very, very tough with COVID, and they've had no funds coming in at all to any of their competitions, and they really need to get the funds in there to obviously get back next year. So Greg's got his already. Paul, you're locked down, mate. That's no good. Nevin, what are you doing in Tassie? You're chasing a few trout. We'll get the comments in there and keep them going. But while we're waiting for Shane to log in, as I said, I'll bring this up here just so you can see it. I'm going to do Elyon's interview while I get to talking to Shane. But as you can see there, bluefin scoundrel 4.5 meter motor trailer package. Second place is a Haswing 55 pan trolling motor. Third place is the Lowrance 9-inch sounder. They're $10 a ticket, and all you have to do is contact Central Victorian Lure-Casters through their Facebook page, and they'll organise over the phone or payment from there. So you're in, Sarah. That's good to hear, mate. That boat would suit you, but I'm hoping I can win it. And Kevin, you might have to do all the video stuff for us, mate. So that's it there. I'll get that off the page. So who's ready? As you know, the people that were on last week, this is just to give Shane a little bit of time to log in, get his stuff working. It's obviously a Facebook issue, but we'll continue to try and get Shane on for later in the show. But last week we did Marcus' interview. This week we've done Elyon's interview. So I'm going to play that. Hopefully with all the technical difficulties we've got, that the interview goes ahead. But Elyon's in the comments here. So if you do have any direct questions to Elyon, you can ask in the comments and he will get them straight on and answer them in the comments for you. But put plenty of these comments in there, and I'll just play Elyon's interview. As I said, it's great to be impressed by young kids that are out there trying to make a name for themselves. And Elyon's number 2 of the Jnr Ambassadors. We're only doing a couple, so we'll see how we go. There you go. All right. Let's put this here. Harry's got his letters up somehow. That's really cool. All right. Get this interview up. And we'll get playing. All right, we have the second of our finalists for the Allocraft Brand Ambassadors Juniors run. And tonight we have a great young chap from up at Dalby Way, Elyon. I will bring him on and we're going to have a quick chat. So we'll do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. G'day, champ. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
No, excellent. Look, we're going to get straight into this. We've only got 30 minutes to get through it. So we'll get straight into it and I'll put you onto the pump straight away. Excellent, mate. Listen, the Brand Ambassadors Apprenticeship Program, we ran it last year in the Opens. You follow the show heavily, Chewin the Fat with the cap, and you've seen the junior one come along. You've put your entry in and you got through to this far. So you'd have to be feeling pretty happy about that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was very happy about that.
Getting through to the finalists. Now that you're through to the finalists, we've got heaps of people out there watching. Tell everyone, tell us about yourself.
I'm Elyon. My parents came from South Africa and immigrated in 2000. I was born here in Dalby, Queensland, and I've been here ever since. I grew up fishing with most of my dad. Would chase carp and yellowbelly on the creek bed on the hot weekends and that. But the past few years, we've grown to chasing more yellowbelly and bass and that from a lot of the impoundments and river systems around here. I've always wanted to fish comps and that, and then a pro showed me the chance to fish as a non-boater because we never really had a boat, and that was a pretty big factor in stopping me fishing. Besides that, yeah, that's about it. I run my YouTube channel, Fishing with Elyon, and that's now expanded to Facebook as well.
Yep. That Fishing with Elyon, you've been running that for a few years. You got a quite a substantial following for a 17-year-old. So we'll talk about YouTube a little bit later on. I'm sure there'll be more questions about that. But tell me, what are the top 3 attributes that you think would make you the best person for the apprenticeship?
My strong passion to learn. If you follow Chewing with the Fat, the cap, I'm always asking questions. I'm really wanting to learn more about anything to do fishing, and I try to learn most aspects in life. If there's something I can learn, I might as well try learning it and to the best of my ability from people that know the best. Like, some you guys on the show there is some of the top fishing anglers in Australia, really. So you might as well learn from the best. And I'll always love asking questions. And if there's something you learn, I know YouTube, there's tons of videos on there. But yeah, that's probably the first one. The second one, always like teaching people stuff I learn, especially in fishing. I'm not teaching the masses, I guess, but I've got a few cousins, and I've got some friends and my brother's friends, and they all love to go fishing, but their family doesn't really fish, so I'll normally try taking them out and teaching them how to fish. Mostly it's not extreme fishing, but it's chasing carp, or if we're at the beach, we're chasing dart and whiting and that, just trying to get them into the fishing, and they will really enjoy it. The third one, I'd probably say, I guess, if you consider my YouTube channel that I'm editing and that, I've done for a couple of years now, and I'm changing over to a new program, and that's it's taking me a little longer, but I guess if you consider that an attribute, yeah.
Oh, certainly do. Editing's one of the hardest things you can do. Trust me, being very old school, editing doesn't come naturally to me, that's for sure. We'll keep punching through the questions for you, mate. We don't want to hold you up too much. What has been holding you back from taking the next step in the sport?
COVID, especially the last 2 years, have been pretty bad. And so if you want to travel down to all those like APT comps down New South Wales and Victoria's way, it's just a big risk if we travel down all that way for a comp and then have the potential to have to be locked down for another 2 or 3 weeks. It's just wasn't really possible for us at this year, especially. Another thing would have been not having a boat. A lot of the local comps at Meduma and BP and all that, a lot of the people that are pulling in those winning fish, or even like the top 10 positions at least, those bass and that, are pulling them in from boats. So it made it real hard for anyone else that's just fishing off the bank like I would have been. I guess I'd really, put a real stop to that. But someone showed me the non-boater potential in ABT, so I managed to get into that. But it's just been a bit of a full-on year with COVID and everything, with Blue Rock being cancelled, and then Somerset. I wouldn't mind to have gone to Somerset as well this year, but that got cancelled. I guess, that's the main reasons why it's been kind of slowing down.
I was really looking forward to Caney going ahead to actually get to catch up with you, but that didn't happen. So, on to next year now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep punching through the questions. Where do you see yourself in 12? This is a 3-part, right? So the first part of it, where do you see yourself in 12 months? Then give us a recap for 5 years, and then tell us where you reckon you'll be in 10 years' time. Because I suppose we do this because if you win it, we're gonna try and touch back base with you in 12 months, 5 years, and 10 years, and see if you've actually lived up to it.
Yeah. Well, in 12 months, I guess, I'd be nearly graduating high school. So that's probably a big thing for me, and moving on to uni and that. But hopefully if I do get a part of this apprentice ambassador program, hopefully I'll be a part of the bluefin fishing team, and I'd hopefully about this time, if I fish a full circuit next year, which I really plan to do, getting ready for the grand final. If it's a boater or non-boater, or it's like an electric series or whatever series it is in. And I really would hope to, I guess, really grown as an angler and fished a number of the other comps down even New South Wales way, and potentially maybe down there at Victoria if I can make the trek. But that's hopefully 12 months.
Yep.
5
years.
5 years seems like a pretty far time away.
For a young fella like you, 5 years might sound a long way away, but in 5 years' time, I think I'm, going to be close to 55 years of age. So 5 years is a long time for me.
Yeah, I know. But 5 years, I guess if I do get into uni, I'll be finished that. But yeah, in 5 years, I hope I would have gone through this program, and then hopefully went to purchase my own bluefin boat and continue to be part of the team, working alongside all the other bluefin fishing team. And I guess really start building a good base for a more professional fishing career. And I think that's probably at least 5 years from now.
Great answer. Then put it way, way out there for that 10-year time plot, mate.
10 years from now, that's pretty far. I really hope to, if I get in through this program, to be still with the bluefin fishing team in 10 years. I know it's a pretty far time, and a lot of things happen, and different things will happen with the fishing tournament scene. But yeah, it's one of the harder things for me to say exactly what happens in 10 years from now, because things happen.
Look, if I had to butt in on your answer, I know you're only a young fella and whatnot, but 10 years would take you up to 27. You'd have to be close to having a partner, maybe even a kidlet coming along or something like that. I don't want to scare you or anything. But 10 years, anything could happen, couldn't it?
Yeah, I know.
All right, we'll get on. I don't want to embarrass you. We'll get on to the next question. If you were given the opportunity to be the Allocraft Brand Ambassador's Apprentice, now I know that's a big mouthful, and it was hard when we set it up to put it onto Facebook and find it, but I'll say that again. If you had the opportunity to be the Allocraft Brand Ambassador's Junior Apprentice, what would be 3 achievements you'd want to tick off in the first 2 years?
First 2 years, I think I'd like to get maybe at least a top 3 in one of the qualifying rounds at least. Doesn't have to be in the grand final, top first. But definitely top 3 would be a real big achievement I'd like to tick off in all the rounds in the 24 months. I'd also like to go catch a big cod. I guess meet up with a bluefin fishing team. There's not as many cod up here in Queensland, so head down there and catch a big cod along with the team.
I'll let you in with a little secret here, mate. There are some really good cod fisheries out near you, and I'm not going to tell you exactly where they are just yet. But if you do get into the team, I will share some information with you.
That's good.
All right, we'll keep going. That's
Okay.
that's a great answer, mate. We were going to get 3, so that was only really 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I wrote down here. I guess I'd like to grow my YouTube channels and really promote bluefin boats as well through that to over 1,000 subscribers and followers, I guess, on each page, and just kind of be a reach to help promote bluefin boats.
Yeah, no, and that's what it's all about. All the bluefin team, we all know that it's all about growing together. So it's about, when your channel's growing, our channel's growing. When our channel's growing, your channel's growing, and it's about working as a team. It's a pretty cool little group to be involved. What's your family situation, given that circumstances that you have to commit a lot of time to be successful in the role? Obviously, you would require family members' commitment to get you to advance, or have you got your license in your own car?
I've got my own. I got my P plates now.
Yep.
A couple of weeks ago. We're looking at buying a ute now. I've saved up and now I'm just looking around. It's a bit crazy, but hopefully have a ute in the next couple of weeks at least.
Really cool. So so you would be able to, if needed to, you'd be able to drive yourself to your own events and go out and do your own fishing and stuff like that. That's really cool. All right, we'll keep punching through. What are your thoughts on loyalty?
I guess I'm guessing like a company, like it's a sponsorship. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, in life in general, loyalty is either a big thing or not a big thing for people. What are your thoughts on loyalty?
I think it's quite important, like keeping to your word. If you say if you're working with someone, and if you're a customer or you're serving a customer or something like that, I think you need to be able to build a trust. Loyalty, I think, builds trust in group. And I think if someone, like if say a company does sponsor you, I think as long as they're willing to stick with the company, unless of course it's a bad situation, I guess, in that. But if a company treats you well, I think you should treat the company well and stick by them, as they put a lot of time and effort into getting you to that level.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
I think it's a pretty big thing, at least for me.
Yep, awesome. All right, keep going. Given that this program was born from my Pay It Forward campaign initiative, can you give me an example where you've given back simply for the feel good or kindness, or provided an idea of might be Pay It Forward in the future? You sort of touched on this a little bit earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I guess I've probably haven't done anything like huge and paying it forward in that state, in that like perspective, I guess. But I always like, if anyone needs, I know people at school, my YouTube channel, people know from that at school, ask me to take them fishing, and I've helped them take them fishing because their family never fished before, so I lend them to my gear, and we just have an afternoon down the creek, and I show them how to catch just a carp or something. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people in my local town don't know that there's even fish in the creek that runs straight through the town.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I think I try to teach people how to do that, and nothing big.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Who do you look up to in the sport and why?
Back in the early days, like big company like Matthew Mott and that, and Carl Jockinson and that as well, fishing the real early comps.
Well, you've got both of them boys are up your way. Motty out Boondooma way, and Carl obviously from Toowoomba, so just around the corner in the country sense of things for you.
Yeah.
And Moddy won a few championships. I think he still holds the record for the most amount of championships. Yep. So,
Yeah.
are they the only two, or have you got one sort of favourite?
No. Matthew Langford. Always pretty keen on him. Seeing that. But even you, like, I'm not going to say this, but yeah, no. Even you and a lot of the professionals, I really look up to them all in their way because they're all the best at something I love doing, I guess, fishing, that in their own way. But yeah, no, yeah, Langford, I guess, especially as well. Not just winning comps, but yeah, seems like a nice guy and
Hell of a nice guy, but I do have to, thank you for making me hit the list. That was awesome. Well
yeah.
done. That was a great answer. We'll keep going through. Where am I? What are your top 3 achievements? And they don't have to be fishing related. So 3 things that you're extremely proud of in your short little life so far.
It's actually something that I restore vintage engines as well as a part of another hobby.
Yep.
And it was earlier this year at the Dolby show. We actually set the Australian and our world record for the most vintage stationary engines running simultaneously.
I actually seen something on Facebook. I don't know if it was maybe you shared it, but yeah.
Yeah. No. It's a pretty big. I think it was over 400 or 500 engines that we attended the rally from all over Australia. Some people ventured all the way down from Victoria, from Cairns all the way here. And yeah, now we got the record there. I think me and my family, we got certificates saying we brought the most engines, probably 7 to 80 of those engines, which was a big effort. It took us about a week.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my big achievements.
Give us 2 more.
Great achievement. I try to think now.
That's all right. I'll give you. I'll make an easy one for you. If you asked me at your age what I thought was a great achievement, it was probably getting into high school. I never set my bar very high.
No. I was really happy about my YouTube channel. I guess it's even when it hit that first 100 subscribers, that was a huge thing, especially because I was grade 7 or grade 8 or somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I was still quite young, so I thought this is amazing for me at least. It's nothing major, but I guess it's small in other people's eyes, but it's big in mine, I guess. Another one. I'm really trying to think now.
That's okay. Listen, you don't have to name the 3. That's fine. I'll just let you know. I'll give you some homework to do when we get off here, and just go back and compare, because YouTube's a hard nut to crack, and you're doing a really good job. So don't sell yourself short on that. Go and check out how many subscribers you've got compared to one of your idols, say a Matthew Langford.
Okay.
All right, and it'll make you feel very, very good. I can tell you that. All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go with the next question. Being a sponsored angler is a great achievement, but it does come with responsibilities. What do you think the top 3 or main things a company is looking for?
I think it's a person release for a company to someone to, if they're not as experienced, willing to learn and really put themselves out there in that way. If it's I don't know, fishing related, I guess. People don't need to necessarily be the best at everything fishing, but if I ran a company and I would like if I'm sponsoring someone, I'd like them to take the time and learn everything, if it's editing or fishing and that. I think, as we touched on loyalty back before.
Yep.
I think that's really important, I guess, in a company with the responsibility. If someone is switching at every opportunity to go to a different company because they think they're better than the other one constantly, I think if people burning bridges and that a lot, I think that's a bad thing, and I think that's probably a big thing as a company. That's a responsibility. If you go with a company, you want to be committed to that company. Of course, I guess you can have other smaller people like brands. You don't have to be sponsored just purely one brand, but don't go to their competition just because you want to spite them or something like that.
Yep.
Great achievement. Responsive. Yeah, hit the mic. Another, I think, one of the last one, the responsibility is, I guess, attend the events. Like, put the time in to really give your sponsors a benefit for why should they have you. Like, you should give them a benefit. In if it's attending comps, if it's attending shows to showcase their products and stuff like that. I think you should really, as a sponsored angler, and that you should really push for that and make sure you can at least do that.
Yep, for sure. That's a great answer. All right, we're getting through. We've got a couple left, and then I've got a tricky little situational question that I haven't sent you. Obviously, we've sent you the question so you can have a bit of a look at them. But let's go with the easy ones for you, all right? What are your top 3 target species of fish and why?
I like bass for sure. They're such a good fighting fish. They're a good fish around here. And I guess you can, if you do keep them, they're a really nice tasting fish. And but you can target them in such a range of ways, I guess, as well. Like wintertime, you're targeting them deep schools and that, just chucking spoons and that. But it's a bit of fun if you go with the family. It's a lot of fun to target them. And then on the edge, as spring heats up and summer comes around, and the top water bites and cicadas and that. Number 2.
What about dreamfish, fish that you haven't actually chased but you'd love to catch?
I'd love to chase a barra up there and up further up north. That's for sure. I'd like to chase a barra. They always seem like a really strong fighting fish and really, I guess, challenge you as an angler. I like a bit of saltwater fishing as well. When we go to the beach and that. Like whiting and flathead and all of them. I really enjoy them. Actually, I don't mind any real saltwater fish. Anything I'd really take my line in saltwater.
Any fish is a good fish to target. I like your answer. All right. Name a favourite place to fish and why you love that place the most.
I think Moogara Dam is one of the first places I caught a bass, I guess, in an impoundment. But it's a really nice dam. The campsite's really nice there, and that. Don't mind Redeemer either. Redeemer's always a bit of fun. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. All right. This is going to be the last question before we get into the situational question. You're nearly done. The hard work's all over and done with now. So, what's your most memorable moment in fishing so far?
Actually, it's probably that. It's up in Dooma. This was a number of years ago when I was a bit smaller. It's a yellow belly I caught. We went to a group. We were a bunch of people, and we all tried. Well, all the adults were fishing with bait and that because they were determined they're going to catch a fish on this. And I remember I rigged up a red curl-tail grub I got in a cheap tackle set or something like that. I don't know how I rigged it up, but I was just chucking it out, and just before I got to the edges and dies, it'd probably be a 40, 45, maybe 50 centimeter yellow belly smash lure, and I looked at, for me, that small, it was a real significant achievement.
That was the one that got the juices running that got you really into fishing, was it?
Yeah.
Awesome story. All right, mate. We're down to the nitty-gritty, the last question. We're calling this a situational question. So the situational question for you is, if you were successful in becoming the Jnr brand ambassador, explain to me one thing that you believe you would bring in to implement and ensure your success in the program.
This is a tough question.
That's why we'd stick him in there right at the end when you're comfortable.
Just bring something. I think I've seen a few other anglers do it. I think the live streaming of some of like the competitions, I think, from the bluefin boats. Well, not bluefin boats, but that's how I'd bring in. I think that's a real cool opportunity to I really bring people in that might not necessarily tournament fish into that area, and I just try to grow the sport, I guess.
That's that spot on, mate. And you're not far away from being able to do the live streaming on YouTube. If you keep getting your YouTube stuff, you'll be able to live stream from YouTube as well. Yeah. So that is a very, very cool. That's pretty much it. That's all we've got for you tonight, mate. Anyone you want to give a shout out to or a thank you to?
I think some of the people that support me are Rod Armour. This companies have helped me out in the past, or Rod Armour, Jnr Tackle, and R5 Baits over there in America. But that's about it.
Awesome. All right, mate. Well, good luck with the program. You're the second person through, so we'll get to the grand final. We'll get the top two on and find out who's going to be walking away with that great little boat. But for now, we will talk to you later on.
Hey, thank you.
And there we go, through the Magic TV. That was pre-recorded during the week. I must be getting better at this stuff to be able to load this in, because if anyone's seen me work a computer, I'm not very good at it. And we have got Shane on. He's sitting in the green room waiting to come on. We haven't checked audio or anything at this stage, but we'll get him on in a minute. I hope you liked that interview, because I really enjoyed doing last week's and this week's and next week's interviews with three young guys from three different levels with three different views on fishing, and all amazing to talk to. So it's really put some wind in my sails. We've been tied up down here in this whole COVID stuff, and it's easy to get bogged down in all the bullshit. But being able to talk to people and get a fresh idea has been absolutely brilliant. So thanks, Elyon, and we'll be on next week with Brody as well. But our guest tonight for the rest of the show, hopefully this all works. So I might have talked a little bit too early, but I'll get him on and we'll check it out. G'day, Shane.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Look at this. So I have audio, so that's a good start.
Oh, we weren't off to such a great start, but hopefully the rest of the night will be a bit better.
Yeah, that's it. I just have to say, before we get into chat to you, Harry throws some real difficult names at me, but the postcode prize winner was Mornay D. Plusis. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. But Mornay, what you have to do is send Corey's Dam Fishing a message, just a private message to Corey's Dam Fishing with your address and details, and I will post you out a prize pack. So thank you very much, Mornay. Harry's Wheel, the winner of that for later on in the show. I believe we got a winner, and it might have been Paul Langley as well. So I'll check that out with Harry in a minute, but the letters are gone. And look, I hope you're really enjoying these junior interviews. It's great to get the professionals on and we can all answer some or ask some questions, but every now and again to get a new view on things is just amazing. But Shane, we're here to talk about Central Victorian lure casters. You know, you've done it really, really tough this year, in and out of COVID. Dictator Dan has sort of, made it really, really hard for you to pre-plan or plan stuff, and then you get the plans underway like you did for the Masters. We're all keen. Then you had to change dates. You got that back up and running again, and then it's been, a stage where we've gone into lockdown. Mitchell Shire's gone into lockdown. You can't run it. So as a committee, you've decided, you're not going to fit it in this year. You can't just keep postponing it, and you're going to run it bigger and better next year. How hard was that call to make?
Yeah, listen, it's not, how would you say it? it's not the best scenario. But I suppose the good thing is you're probably saying your own words. We do have a committee, and it is the committee's decision to decide whether we stay open or close. But yes, we have had a hard run, but at the same time, it's nothing we haven't done. We done this last year, and our loyal anglers, they come to the party. They really helped us out. We do have commitments. Behind me, as you can see, we've got the boat raffle. That's a commitment that we signed, a 5-year contract. So, pretty much we try to provide the best we can, but obviously, state rules, Australia rules, we can only do what we can do, but we do have the support of the local anglers as well. So without their support and obviously our sponsors' support, none of it's possible.
Mate, and I have to say, look, I've travelled all around Australia fishing comps from the highest level to the shits and giggles family comps, and I haven't had as much fun as what I do at the Central Victorian Lurecasters. It is just really well run, really good fun, and a great bunch of people that do support you. That raffle table every Friday night is just chock-a-block with people up there buying tickets, and they're throwing purple ones and that on the table and buying their tickets. It's great to see them support it, but we do need everyone's help. So for all of you out there watching that is from other areas of Australia that don't get to the Central Victorian Lurecasters, make sure you send them a message and buy a ticket to support them and help them out. $10 a ticket for that boat in the background. That is the perfect boat, mate. I really, really, I love the size. I just as soon as you put the photo up, being an Essendon supporter, and we won't talk about Porter later. So being an Essendon supporter, seeing that wrap, I went, oh, that's just gold with the big black and red Mercury on the back.
Yeah, that's it. It's all colour-coded. So obviously Mercury is that red, silver, black scenario. But so is Bluefin. Bluefin have that pattern as well. So we try to put the two together. Very similar to, if anyone's seen my boat, it's sort of that red, silver, black. It follows right through the boat. So we've done the same with this 4.5 metre Scoundrel. So listen, I'm not going to lie, Corey. It's actually a damn good boat. I'm probably the only person to see this boat, but I'll tell you what, if I had it my way, I'd be buying my own tickets into this raffle. Let me put it this way. When I move it around on the concrete, that is light as a feather on the trailer, my boat. I need 3 blokes to move it. So to have that boat in my backyard every day, it'd be absolutely amazing. But yes, 100% right, Corey. It's $10 a ticket, but not only that, if we do get a spare minute tonight, mate, we've actually got, probably see it on the floor there, we've got a whole other bunch of prizes, and we've got a new raffle in the boat raffle. So whenever you're ready, mate, I'll be happy to spill those details as well.
No, let's go for it. Let's get them out there.
Yeah, okay. So listen, everyone, if you haven't joined Central Vic Lurecasters, please do that. It's the first thing to do on Facebook. There is 2 pages there. Join either one. You'll see every post that comes up. We are tonight launching at 8:30. I think it's just launched on our pre-booked it into our Facebook page. It's the 2021 virtual comp. So it's exactly what we done last year. These prizes, we're going to have 4 prizes in total. So we've got 2 big lure boards. We've got blades and tails, rod and reel. And we have a set of Nava spotlights from Nuts About Full Drives as well. I think the spotlights alone are worth about $1,000 with the wiring loom and all that. So these rules are so simple. As I said, they are up on our Facebook page. Central Vic Lurecasters Virtual Comp. It is $30 to enter. So this $30 is going to buy you 3 $10 boat raffle tickets to win that amazing boat package. But it's also going to give you 1 ticket into the virtual comp to win these $4,000 of prizes. So 1 ticket in the virtual comp, 3 boat raffle tickets, $30 to enter. Enter as many times as you like.
So just so I'm clear to get it through my brain, because I'm going to be hitting all of my family up to buy tickets in it. So if you buy a block of 3 tickets, so $30, which you would spend anyway on that boat raffle in a heartbeat, you're going to get extra chance of winning more prizes. You'll get 1 ticket into the virtual one as well.
That's exactly right. So we're giving these prizes away. That's what Central Vic does best, mate. And not only that, these 4 prizes, these 4 major prizes, they're going to be announced mid-November. So whoever wins these 4 prizes is going to have these lures, rods, lights, you name it. They're going to have them ready for cod opening 1st of December. So more enticement to get in now, get your boat raffle tickets, and also get into this virtual comp.
That's a great way to do it. I love all the stuff that you guys throw in as little extras. You turn up at a comp, and the juniors all get a prize, and everything's about giving back. I mean, I can't say it enough. We really need to support you guys as from the other side, as fishermen, as fisherwomen, as fisher people, whatever you want to call it, families, whatnot. The support goes twofold, because I just can't get over every time I turn up at your comp, you're like Santa Claus, mate. Oh, look, we'll give another rod away, or there's 10 kids there, come up on the stage and you give them something. It's just magic that you're always wanting to give, and you're giving again there. So that's mid-November, that'll be drawn. It's basically you'll get one ticket for every 3 boat tickets you buy, so you still got the chance of winning the boat, plus lures, driving lights, everything else, and all ready for when's the boat actually drawn for the people in Queensland that don't know?
Yeah, okay, so last year our boat raffle went for 12 months, and it was $5 a ticket for that 4 meter that we had with the 20 horsepower.
Yep.
This one's the 4.5 meter Scoundrel side console. It's all plumbed up. It's got batteries. It's got blue lights, if you can see it in there. It's got a 40 horsepower Mercury on the back. Tickets are $10 each now, not $5, but obviously the quality of the boat's gone up significantly as well. But I've got the tickets here. The raffle for this one will be drawn on the 9th of the 2nd, 2022. The reason we've picked that weekend is that's the weekend we are expected to be hosting our round 4 or 5 Central Vic Lurecasters round at Bundalong Tavern.
That's a good one. That one, I love the Bundalong Tavern comps, because it's just such a great atmosphere to get over at the great pub, great supporter of Central Vic, and we can all get there and camp together, and everyone's in the one place. We're not scattered everywhere, so that's great. So that's awesome. There's a lot of comments going in there that Phil's not allowed to buy any tickets.
He's already got a boat. He won last year's boat. He doesn't need another one.
Yeah, doesn't need another one. So that's all cool. So, no, very, very cool prize. Obviously, there's a lot of people behind the scenes getting that together. I said earlier on, Regal Marine has sort of pieced the pieces together. Bluefin supplied the boat. Regal's done everything else. You've got all your other sponsors there. Is there any ones that I've forgotten about that you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, listen, obviously our sponsors are everything at Central Vic. They know, in a very nice way, they know who they are. And so do all our competitors that attend these rounds. Without these sponsors in behind the scenes, perfect example, this boat behind us and the prize boards, without them, none of it's possible, mate. And we all know this in the fishing industry. I think you mentioned earlier, the raffle tables at Central Vic. Them raffle tables have more prizes on it than other fishing events throughout Australia. These sponsors really get behind us and really support us throughout the year and the years. So, I probably couldn't stress enough. We need the anglers' help on this one. We need to get this boat underway, Corey. We need to sell some tickets, and I'll do whatever I have to. If I have to put more product on the table, we'll do it, mate. But we need to sell these tickets.
Look, as I said, you are always like Santa Claus, but we need to get behind it. We need to sell. We need to help out. But the easiest way to get in contact with you, it can all be done over phone. You can bank transfer. You can do all that stuff. But the easiest way is there's 2 Central Victorian Lurecasters Facebook page. Send a message to either of them, and they'll get a hold of one of the people on the other end of that, and they'll answer all of your questions if you need to. Do we need to tell them any more about how to get the tickets, or have I got that right?
Yeah, you pretty much knocked it on the head, mate. It is safe and secure. Private message Central Vic Lurecasters. Request our bank details. What we'll do is we're going to send those bank details to you. In return, you send your remittance of your payment with your name, phone number, and address. We fill out your tickets here in my garage. I've got the big barrel behind the camera here. We fill them out. We take a screenshot of your tickets. We send them back to you. Your tickets go straight in the barrel. So as simple as that. That barrel's key locked, and the only person that has the key to it is the treasurer down in Yarrawonga. So I can't even open the barrel to get your ticket back out.
Yep, for sure. And that's, we've just got to do this sort of stuff. It's COVID times. We've got all these problems. It's not as if you can go out to like you do normally and all the hours are behind the scenes. I know Greg's on there watching, but, guys get out there to the boat shows and the caravan and camping shows and you're selling tickets everywhere you can go. I know last year you were at the Bendigo gun show, the duck show or whatever they call it these days, but you're over there selling tickets. We can't do that in the COVID time, so we need to do it all online, and that's probably the easiest way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the last 2 years has actually been won by locals. So 2019 was from a gentleman in Greensborough, Angling Club. And then last year, 2020, was Phil Gopal, which is a Central Vic member. So, guys, don't think that you're not in with a chance of winning these tickets. Yes, we do usually go to boat shows, but all that's been scratched. So now's the time to get your ticket. If you're in the market for a new boat, you'd be a fool not to spend $30 and win yourself some great prizes.
That's it for sure. Look, there is some questions there, and I know Harry's out there waiting to do his wheel, and Paul's probably waiting to see what Harry's got. So what I'll do is I'll let you have a little bit of a leak break, Shane. I'll put you in the green room.
Thanks,
We'll go and spin Harry's wheel to see what Paul's won. Then we'll come back and we'll finish off with. So I've got some questions to ask you about next season and stuff like that. So I'll put you in the green room. I'll get Harry on, and we'll get you back in a minute.
Thanks, mate.
All right, now I've got to do this right. If I get this all right. All right, Harry, are you there? Who are you tonight? Harry, are you there?
I am here.
Who are you tonight?
I am. Give me a moment. I just lost it.
That's right. While you're doing this, we've got Paul Langley up. Was that right?
Yes.
Oh, look out. You're Keith Urban tonight.
Yes, I am.
Look at that. We're changing personality. So you are Keith Urban tonight. We've got Paul Langley won your word choice tonight, didn't he?
Yes.
All right. So let's spin the wheel and see what Paul's won.
Okay, I'm going to try and solve one side of the Rubik's Cube.
You try and solve the Rubik's Cube while the wheel's spinning.
Yes, I think I should give it a spin. One side of the Rubik's Cube would be... Oh, no, I'm running out of time.
You are running out of time.
Oh, no. I got it. And we got Good 8 fishing lures.
Got 8 fishing lures. All right, Paul Langley, you've won the Got 8 lure, fishing lures package. I will. It's a gift voucher, which I will get to you. Great supporters of Central Victorian Lure Casters. So that's so appropriate. The Got 8 was actually the on the wheel tonight, and I will get something out to you. Look, well, how's school holidays going? Everyone wants to know.
Good. I have been liking it.
You've been liking it?
Yes, I do like school holidays.
Are we going to go fishing?
It depends about COVID.
Depends about COVID. All right. Awesome stuff, mate. I'm going to get back to Shane because we've got to have a good, still finish a good chat, all right?
Okie dokie. I love you all, but not in a romantic way.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
Bye.
All right. There we go. Let's close that down and we'll bring Shane back on. I'm hoping that that message board's running hot and people are already contacting you for tickets.
I've seen a couple come through, so that's really, really good news, Corey. That's exactly what we need, mate. We need the support.
That's awesome. And I'll keep pumping it and keep talking about it each week on the show, keep reminding people. It is quite easy to enter, and it is a great little prize. For, as you said, if you buy 3 tickets for $30, $10 a ticket, you go into the extra draw to win some goodies. We'd love to get as many tickets sold early as we can. So that's really cool. So that's that's what it's all about. But I want to delve into the nitty-gritty. It's all good to talk about the boat. Everyone that's in the Central Victorian Lure Casters down here in this Victorian corner, of the world that's been in lockdown for so long. We've had everything cancelled on us. I see there was a few comments about Blue Rock there earlier on. Any chance you reckon we might be able to, say, swing a little bass comp in before Christmas if we're allowed to?
Yeah, definitely, mate. So, listen, we do have full intentions, and once again, knocked it on the head, mate. All our competitors already do know. If we do get that opportunity to open up, our first fun round is going to be at Blue Rock Dam. We have been in talks with them throughout this COVID pandemic, and they are more than willing to host us. It's all going to come down to numbers, if we can host that event, etc. So that is our first priority, mate. If the doors are open, we're going to Blue Rock Dam.
Excellent stuff. Now, that's once again what Central Vic's, you've got a great committee behind you, and you can pump these things out in a matter of sort of months if you've got some sort of leeway and we know where we're going. So if everyone's vaccinated, they're talking sort of mid-November, we might have some freedoms and be able to meet in outdoor areas and all that sort of stuff. So we're hoping that goes ahead. But let's talk about next year. Obviously, we're sort of in the hope, more than anything else, the dream that maybe we can walk outside the house without thinking we're breaking the law. But what have you got planned for next year? You've got to have sort of a calendar sort of sketched out.
Yeah, so our committee are booked in for a general meeting at the end of this month.
Yep.
But what I can say, Corey, is every year is a new year for us. We always look for the best venues, the best waterways. Time and weather is never on our side, and a lot of anglers probably have a little giggle about that one. I think we've been rained out more times than we've had sunshine, but that's Victoria. So listen, sky's the limit. It really is. This year we're introducing Pental Island into our rounds, and unfortunately that wasn't able to go forward.
Looking forward to that one.
I really think a lot of people were. This year we introduced Go Fish Lake Nagambie Leisure Park, which was a new venue for us. So, nothing but good results out of that. The fishing was terrible, but gave you the opportunity to win. I think you come second or first, didn't you, Corey?
First in that one with one fish.
There you go. So, listen, we're always looking for new ideas to move around the venues. Predominantly cod and yellow belly are always our target. We have introduced that bass round for Blue Rock. Blue Rock being probably the only fishery for bass in Victoria, probably one of the best ones I would probably say. But yes, sky's the limit. Listen, come Christmas time, we're probably going to put the flyers out. We'll probably allocate 2 or 3 new venues, and all our members on Facebook will get the opportunity to have their vote on a new venue. So we do the backbone. We look for the venues. We leave it up to the competitors to do a general vote.
So once again, it comes down to you're listening to the anglers. I know a lot of comps get to the stage where it's just straight down the line. You do it my way or no way, and then all of a sudden they wonder why there's some backlash. So you look for new venues, which we all love. I love fishing new venues. There's nothing wrong with the old venues, and you can continue to support them. But every time you can get it, so you saying you put your new venue list up, and then the anglers get to vote on it.
Yeah, that's right. We always keep our 4 to 5 venues that we go to yearly, but we always introduce 1 or 2 venues. Generally, that 1 or 2. So hopefully, maybe fingers crossed. Pental Island's back in the cards there. We've already done Swan Hill. Sorry, not Swan Hill. Mildura. We've done that for a couple of years now. We've done Bridgewater. We've done the Loddon. We've done quite a few. So we're running out of places. But listen, if anyone's got suggestions, feel free to absolutely message us with a venue location. Just keep in mind we're near the capacity of about 150 anglers. So accommodation's crucial, and obviously waterway for enough boats is crucial as well. So, but open to suggestions, mate.
Awesome stuff. Is there anything else you want to give a shout out to? Because I normally only sort of run the show for an hour. We've sort of hit the hour mark. People do need to probably go to bed if they are working. I don't know how many people are working these days and who isn't. But anything else you want to give a shout out to?
No, Corey, obviously, massive shout out to you, mate. You know, your support throughout the years and now has been amazing. Shout out to our competitors and sponsors. Without them, none of it's possible. Huge shout out to the committee. Yes, I'm the face, but they are the backbone. They're the guys that keep this event running. Apart from that, mate, yeah, stay tuned to Central Vic Lilcasters. We've always got prizes. We've got the best prizes in Victoria. You know, support us. We'll support you as much as possible. So that's pretty much it, mate.
No, excellent stuff. So don't forget, Central Victorian Lilcasters. Search it on Facebook. Find it. Join the group or the page. Send a message. Buy 3 tickets. Go into the extra draw, and that'll be drawn in November for that cracking bluefin boat. So I will keep promoting this until the cows come home. But Shane, I know it was a bit stressful at the start of the night to get you on, but we finally got there in the end. And look, as I said, Elyon did a wonderful job in his interview. Young kids put under pressure like that can perform. It's just brilliant to see that one of those kids is going to walk away with a bluefin boat of their own to use for 2 years under mentorship with me. So we're hoping that we've done the Opens, we're doing the juniors, and then hopefully towards the end of the year, maybe the start of next year, we'll be doing a women's only division as well, and they'll get a dig at a boat as well. So I'm hoping that we get support for that one. There's a lot of ladies in the Central Victoria Lilcasters that I'd like to see, have their own boat. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's not hard to do. If Elyon can get on there and do it, anyone can. He's a great supporter of the show. He's in the comments there. Thanks everyone for logging in and watching tonight. Shane, I will probably give you a ring tomorrow, mate. This will probably cut out when I talk off it, but I'll give you a ring tomorrow and we'll see what else I can help you out with. But other than that,
no problem. Just quickly, mate, I did see a message there from someone saying, will you deliver the boat interstate? Listen, this raffle is Australia-wide. So if you are in Western Australia, New South Wales, Queensland, it's our job to deliver the boat to you. So tickets Australia-wide.
Yep, that's it. So I'd be, Elyon, if you do win it, I'd be happy to drive it up for you because you're a cracking young kid. I had a ball talking to you during the week, and that's awesome, Shane. Once again, Santa Claus giving away even more.
That's it, mate. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, mate. You too. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. We'll see you all next week. We've got